Hello, everyone. This is VersedAlchemist, and welcome to the collective reading. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. So, as I was initially doing my pre-meditation before this channel, I kept hearing the song "Country Grammar" by Nelly. Country Grammar, hot shit. So, some of the viewers listening in right now might be actually from the Midwest or down south. St. Louis could be significant because I think that's where Nelly grew up, or that's where he was born, somewhere along those lines. But yeah, the song, let me pull up the lyrics right now. I don't know if I want to sing it because I might just butcher that, but how does it go again? Going down, down, baby, Hill Street in a Range Rover, street sweeper, baby, big cock ready to let it go, shimmy, shimmy, cocoa. Yeah, that song. And one of the initial messages that I heard loud and clear was somebody's on a come up, or somebody is about to be on a come up. Like the breakthrough, your breakthrough is right around the corner, or some of you have actually already received this blessing and this come up. A lot of it involving financial abundance. And what I'm seeing here too is initially, okay, there's the prosperity begins card, the universe, the partnership and alliance, discontent and boredom, and firm foundation. I think initially for this particular collective, you guys may have pursued a career or a business venture that was initially very fruitful and very abundant materialistically, but it wasn't giving you the fulfillment that you needed. So there was a lot of conflict about making this decision and taking this step because you knew you were taking a big risk by choosing to go the the less traveled path. I feel like there was an inner calling, the universe, spirit, whatever it is that you connect with, whatever higher power that you connect with, was calling you to do something bigger, just to do something that's more aligned with your soul purpose. There was a lot of conflict. I feel like both within yourself and also the people around you who you may have been partnered with business wise, or just people that were, I don't want to say casualties to this ordeal, but essentially people that you were connected with or may have been tied to in regards to this decision that you made. Again, I'm sensing more career and business wise, but this could also fall into other topics. So take it how it resonates. But what I'm seeing here is you've built, with this initial idea, initial venture, you've built a firm foundation, but it wasn't what you expected it to. It wasn't giving you the fulfillment that you wanted or needed. So there's the memories of love for this deck, is which is equivalent to the Six of Cups. I feel like a lot of you were also reminiscing, going down memory lane about this particular decision. For some of you, this could be a person, not business venture, but right now I'm leaning towards more on the business aspect and career aspect of this, because I feel like you had originally gone a very traditional path, but something inside you was calling you to basically go against the grain. And this created a lot of disruption, not only for yourself, but for the people involved. I feel like the original commitments and connections you had made in the past, you just simply outgrew. You knew there was something bigger out there for you. And it was nothing personal, but I feel like this may have been met with a lot of backlash. You probably initially thought that the people that you confided in about this decision prior to making it would would actually be supportive of you, but that wasn't the case. But what I'm seeing here is that you did manage to find the strength to move on and trust your intuition. There was a lot of sacrifices involved in this, but there's a huge, huge transformation that's occurring if it has not occurred already. Just know that the sacrifices that you've made, because you and God are the only ones that know the sacrifices that you've actually made. I feel like this was a very lonely path. I'm hearing moving in silence. You moved a lot in silence, and you also suffered a lot in silence. You went through the adversities, you went through the hiccups by yourself, but as you are coming up out of this victorious, coming out of this abundant, people are only going to see you as a star. They're going to see the success. People often see the success, but they don't see the steps that it took to get there. And this has been something you've been trying to manifest for quite some time now. I feel like during the process of you trying to follow your intuition, people were kind of looking at you like you were delusional. Delusional, but in reality, I feel like this was also a reality check for these people because they were able to see something. You reflected something back to these people that thought they thought they weren't capable of doing. So essentially, it's like I heard you broke the paradigm, almost like a glitch in the matrix. People are just kind of initially they were thrown off, thinking that you were delusional, following the less traveled path. But as time went on and they saw how you moved despite the adversities, for those who may have been chimed in on some of the difficulties that you face, they were looking at you in awe. They were just awestruck because they realized you were sort of a mirror to their unfulfilled dreams because they themselves were not able to go after the things that they wanted simply because of societal norms, family dynamics, people in their ear, whatever the case may be. Your authenticity is bringing out the inner truth of these people. So almost like a hard pill to swallow. I guess the Matrix thing, the red pill or blue pill, red versus blue pill dynamic. So now I feel like if this opportunity has not completely been manifested yet, you know that it is inevitable. There's a certainty within you, there's a determination. You have this uncanny way of knowing that everything is exactly as it should be, that everything is going as planned. Or maybe not everything is going as planned, but rather you know you're going to get there regardless. It's this sort of conviction. There's something about your conviction that just triggers people. But this very conviction is also what propelled this transformation. There's new beginnings, a lot of new opportunities that are going to bring you financial windfall. Just a lot of money. A lot of money is involved in this situation. A lot of stability, a lot of financial freedom. I'm hearing spirit is rewarding you for following your intuition and for listening to that inner guidance, inner voice in your head because you saw an opportunity and you were able to seize it. You were faced with a dilemma decision, and right now I feel like this video is here as a confirmation. If you have not received the blessings, the gifts yet, remain steadfast because things are on their way. And for those of you that are still in the process of making this decision, you already know what you need to do. And with that being said, you also know that there are sacrifices that come along this path. But nonetheless, just know it will be, this sacrifice will not be in vain. I just heard an engine starting up, revving actually in the background. So be prepared because you are about to be launched. You are about to be launched. Ready, set, go is also another thing that I'm hearing. So, for whatever stage you're at during this process, whether you're still in the process of realizing that you're not happy where you're at, the decisions you've made, or whether you're in a process of going against what everybody has been telling you, going against societal norms, or in the process of going through the process and waiting for the result, just know, just know everything is coming together a lot more quickly than you think. The triumph card is here too. The throat chakra, accelerated motion. Yep. Spiritual strength. Let me see if there's another card I can pull. I feel like tying back to this whole process, this process, while it did break you down, and while it did also probably break down a lot of initial plans, initial connections, it brought out this isolation period brought out clarity within you. You feel more at ease and more at peace with yourself, regardless of how that may look like. Peace can look differently for everybody. And I feel like for this particular collective, like I mentioned, your conviction is so strong. You're not even in any rush. It's like you're anticipating the arrival of this news, this message, this opportunity, whatever this is for you. You already know it's coming. You're just sitting there. You're just sitting there with your cup of coffee, tea, waiting. Not necessarily waiting, but staying in the present while also knowing that what you have coming for you is going to be better than you ever even dreamed of, thought of. I think this is also serving as a message that even in the message that's actually coming through, I think we'll finish with this message, but being in your most authentic self and being selfish is the most selfless act you can actually partake in. Being selfish and thinking of yourself first is the most selfless act, and it's what's going to positively affect the collective the most, because you're awakening other people through this success. This success is not just about you, but it's also a way to show others that if I can do it, you can too. And I think that's a beautiful message to end with. Thank you for listening, and I hope you were able to take something from this.